To respect everybody's time, it's a couple minutes after 7:15 here, so we will get this rolling, try and get everybody out of here in 25 to 30 minutes or so. Just real quick, I know some people maybe haven't been on Teams before. Please make sure you mute your microphone. There's quite a few open with some background noise right now. By everybody muting it themselves, then you're able to ask questions as we go throughout. If I have to mute everyone, then we have to hold questions to the end. Please raise hand or type in the chat if you have any questions. I see Luch says BN in the chat. I'm not sure if that's a question or just a test. And we will get this done in 35 minutes or quicker. So recertifying, you should have your Hockey Canada profile. You should be signed up, as Mike mentioned to Mr. Saga, you should be signed up for a clinic already. And if you haven't, the last clinic, I believe, is October 1st. So you're pretty much out of time here. And the Barrie ones are pretty full.
Actually, so, Brampton is October 15th, I think.
Perfect. So there you go. So there's your out, October 15th in Brampton. Thanks for that, Mike. Vulnerable sector screening. When you're 18, you got to get that one time. So for you officials, maybe that haven't recertified, if you are in, I think that's an 05. So if you're turning 18 this year or just turned, you get your vulnerable sector screening, then a criminal record check moving forward. I know quite a few people have said, oh, I got another VSS this year. It's more money, more effort, and you might have to go for the fingerprints if your date of birth matches up with somebody else who has a conviction. So you're better to go with the CRC. I put the email address there where you're going to send the record checks, and jtnsgroup.ca/ref. We've kept that updated. A few of you caught some out-of-date links. I appreciate that, and we've been keeping that updated. So if you follow that checklist step by step, you should have no issues recertifying. If you do have any issues, I know probably 50% of the team have contacted me regarding recert issues. Between myself and a massive help, Mike, we're generally able to troubleshoot without having to go to the NMHA for any issues.
Justin?
Yes.
So Mark Taylor also told us that they don't really want guys going to the OMHA. They want the guys to use us first, and then we go to the OMHA for them.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for that, Adam. So respecting the chain of command. So you can go to your referee in chief or supervisor, and they will be your advocate to the OMHA. So thanks, Adam, for mentioning that as well.
Justin, I got one quick question.
Sega, go ahead.
That where you said you're 18 one time, the VSS and then the CRC.
Correct.
So does that mean that you just have to get the CRC moving forward?
Every 3 years, that's correct. So when your expiry, you'll see in your profile, it'll say when your expiry is. So you have to get your, you have to sign a declaration annually. And then every third year, you actually submit the criminal record check.
Okay. That was just a bit confusing. Okay, good.
Worries. So this is one of my favorite parts of, I mean, not favorite the people are leaving, but kind of some updates on some of our team. Thanks to Paul Gamera, most of you saw last year, he's left his job and moved up north to the cottage. So thanks to him for his many years in Newmarket. And Eitan Berger, who did some timekeeping and refereeing last year, has decided to make a career change. So pretty nice when we don't see many of our officials leaving. And welcome to our new officials. We had a in-person orientation day a couple weeks ago, and we hired 7 brand new officials to help cover our drastic drop in officials, not in Newmarket, but just in the area. There's such a shortage of officials. I didn't want to turn people away, so we did decide to go with 7 new officials. One thing that I'm definitely proud of is that of the 9 we hired last year, 8 are back. So I think
that's really good.
Yeah, I think that leads credence to our supervisors, the officials that we're hiring, and some of the mentoring that we're getting. So the fact we've kept 8 out of 9 year over year, that has never happened in my probably 15 or 16 years as a ref in chief. We've actually also taken on 6 experienced officials. So you'll see some names just off my head. James Reinsma, Ryan Chaberzinski, Jeff Carter and his son Darcy are also going to be joining our staff and doing some games as well. So not that they aren't going to work at other centers, they're just now going to come in because, as you can see, we are 2 weeks into the season. Telegram is constantly full with people looking for officials, and our tournament has 36 open spots still. So we need these experienced officials as well. Congratulations. This is our largest congratulation list of all time. Ryan Dupuis, for those of you that didn't know, is now the Aurora Minor Hockey referee in chief. So you'll see quite a bit. You've already probably seen some correspondence between the two associations and him posting games in Telegram. Congratulations to Adam Carter becoming an OHA linesperson. Darcy Carter joining the OHA as a linesperson. Cody Palm joining the OHA as a linesperson. Rob Palm joining the OHA as a supervisor. Tyler Coletta was promoted to OHA referee of Junior C Hockey, as was Kelson McRobbie. So I think that's we've got a real strong future in Newmarket. Looking at that lineup right there is quite impressive. Garrett Nickel was also invited to the OHL prospect camp, as was Eric Taylor for his second year. And most people don't know, but Eric Taylor was actually invited to the OHL main camp. So he's done a couple games already, and he'll find out next year if he made the squad. So again, congratulations to everybody here. Super exciting.
You said next year. It'll be next year, or
sorry, this season. He'll find out.
oh,
this
okay, all right.
Message from executives at NMHA. Continue to have fun. Weekend hockey is in town. So for those of you that are not familiar, they run massive tournaments multiple times throughout the year. So the first one that we're already having some challenges filling, almost 300 games, only about 180 of them are in Newmarket. So if you haven't stepped up already, or you want to see the schedule, as I mentioned, I have 37 spaces still available for September 28th to October 1st. Level 2s, U10 double B hockey right up to U18 double A. So if you've got a couple games experience under your belt, this is a great time to hit the ground running and put that clinic money back in your pocket. And a couple other dates to I guess knock off in your calendar. December 8th to 10th, we have the Kirk Kelly U10-11 double B A double A tournament. So great opportunity for younger officials to get some games under their belt working with senior officials. We have the March 8th to 10th March break tournament, which will be house league and local league. Again, U9 right up to U18. Outstanding opportunity for all of our officials to get some experience and make some dough. And then we're going to finish off with the spring thaw, April 12th to 14th. And I wrote, it will be a gong show like the early bird. Early bird had 124 teams sold out. And apparently this one's almost close to that already. So a lot of hockey, a lot of money in Newmarket. Most important though, I know a lot of guys and girls come in for this one, International Silver Stick. If you can only take a couple days off work, I do ask, this is the one that we really take a lot of pride in. The International Silver Stick will be January 11th, 14th, 2024. Forget the typo there, that's 2024. House League starting late September this year. And once again, half ice U9 will be till mid-January. Concerns from last season that we had. Neck guards. Continue to have a large chunk of our staff not wear neck guards. It's mandatory like skates. Would you go on the ice without skates? And would you let your partner go on the ice without skates or a helmet? Obviously not. So if you notice your partner, again, this happens in U9 House League right up to U18 AA. So you notice your partner not on the ice with a neck guard or not going out with one, you got to say something to them. If you have continued issues, please let me know. This is just one of those things that right up to basically every level of hockey except the American League and National Hockey League, you wear a neck guard. You wear one as a player, there's no reason we can't remember or wear one as a referee.
Yeah, it's a definite no-no for the officiating coach if he's there as well.
Absolutely. They will take you off the ice, right, Mike?
Yep.
Real simple. You can buy one for 15, 20 bucks. So the excuse I keep hearing, oh, it's in my player's bag. So pick up an extra shift, buy an extra neck guard. You throw one in your bag for playing, one in the bag for reffing. You will never have an issue again. Wearing the proper equipment, such as skates. If you're a goalie, you do not wear goalie skates. Those are the kind of things that, despite supervisors or officiating coaches mentioning, we are continuing to have an issue with some of our staff basically just turning a blind eye, or I guess not respecting or listening to them. The positive of having such a large staff, we have the bodies that if you're not going to jump on board, we can replace you. Must have the appropriate badges. The OMHA badges were replaced, I think, 3 or 4 seasons ago. Again, there's still some of those big black oval ones. Those need to be gone, got rid of. If you need new badges, you can contact the OMHA office and grab some in Richmond Hill there. Another issue I had last year, contacting your partner minimum 20 minutes before game time. We did actually have 2 or 3 incidents where an official either slept in, didn't make it, forgot about their game, no excuse for those, but I was contacted 15, 20 minutes before. Again, something proud of, we had no canceled games in Newmarket last year due to lack of officials. However, a few
That's really
times-
good.
Yeah, absolutely. And the challenge was a few times I was called 3 or 4 minutes before the game. And I'm being told that we don't have a partner. We were able to save the day. We had a tournament. It was like, I was called, I think, at 5 after 8 for an 8 o'clock game. Mind blowing. Again, we saved it thanks to, I think, Johnny D, Adam Carter, those guys running around. Gotta let me know 20 minutes before game time. And if I'm not available, start working the call list, work Telegram. Quite often there might be somebody like Evan Steers, saved the day. He had his gear in his truck. He was working at the Magnus Center. Literally ran to his truck, grabbed his stuff, and jumped on the ice. I quite often hear the complaint, I don't get enough games. Yet, we can already see this year, Telegram's already full. So, you know, if you're gonna commit to working Newmarket minor hockey, unfortunately committing to only maybe say Tuesday and Wednesday nights or Sundays after 2 p.m., that's not gonna net you the games. You gotta have a little bit more open availability as well. If you're only available, let's just say Tuesday and Wednesday nights, that's when, say, U15 double B play. I'm not gonna put you in for all 15 U15 every single U15 double B game, right? So spreading out your days. If you do feel like you're not getting a fair shake, of course, it's always good to hear that. I appreciate you letting me know, and you know, I can look into it. Maybe you accidentally blocked off every Wednesday when you only meant to block off one. I can look into those things, but it is a little challenging when I see Telegrams absolutely filled up and people are saying, I'm not getting enough hockey. Hey chart, Mike Sned very kindly put together an updated one. So I'm going to put that in Telegram probably Thursday under the officials links. Our Newmarket minor hockey officials coaches for this year. Jackie, Adam, and Mike are once again back. Excuse me, we had no changes this season, so you should have all their contact information. And if you don't, it will be listed on your portal. At this point, Jackie, do you want to say a few things that we chatted about today? I'll turn it over to you.
Absolutely. Welcome back, everybody. Here's hoping we're going to have a great season and everybody's going to stay healthy and make a few bucks to put in your back pocket. Thanks, Justin, for finding the youngest picture you could of me. That was wonderful. No gray hairs in there yet. Just a couple of things from us. I know Justin reached out to everybody to say, let us know if what you want for the season, what your goals are. Do you want to try to move up? Or do you want to maybe attempt to go for your level 3? Those sort of things. We need to know as officiating coaches. Justin's given us a list of that feedback you have all given to him. However, I know there are still a handful of you that think, oh, you know what, they know, so I don't need to tell them. Don't be that body that is like that. Actually, pick up your computer or your phone. I know it's attached to your hand anyways. And send the 3 of us an email. Hey guys, it would be great. I really would like to see myself moving up in some games this year. Can you guys make sure you get out to see me before December? Or maybe you get your assignments from Justin and you get a game that you're thinking, wow, I can't believe I've got this shift. Give the 3 of us an email, and between us, we will figure out if one of us can make it out to see you. But if you don't communicate with us, then it's really difficult for us to know that you're really eager and you want that feedback. On the other note, if let's say you're working in another association, you know, one of our partners right around us here, and so-and-so sees you in a game on Monday night, but you have a game with us on Thursday night, and you just want to make sure you're doing, you know, what they had said. Email us for that as well. We might not be able to write something for you because of our restrictions, but one of us can still try to get out there to make sure you are attempting to do the things that you are practicing to do. All right. We are a team, the 3 of us, we work together, we do communicate. So please make sure you communicate with us and Justin. And I really hate the Telegram with all that banter and everything. I know Justin's going to talk about that. So, and this is my plug to all of our new officials. You guys need to get on to that Telegram as well. If there's a shift that comes up and you are available, jump on there. Don't be shy, because as Justin's saying, there are a ton of games out there. And if you're not eligible to do the game, he will let you know. All right. So jump on there to our new officials, especially our younger ones that are just joining us this year. The three of us are going to really try to get out to see you. Big thing about the three of us. We are coaches. We are not there to critique you and strip, give you crap. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to say that appropriately. We are there to help you. So if you are just not sure why people are yelling at you all the time, or you're unsure, are you in the right place? Why does this not feel good? Or gosh, you're just exhausted after your shift. Give us a shout so we can come out to help you. We are there to help. We are not there to hinder. So that's all I'm going to say is communicate, 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 the 3 C's. Thanks, Justin.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Jackie. So upgrades and personal goals, Jackie, it's almost like you knew this was the next slide. So I think we can pretty much skip through this one. And like Jackie says, you must let us know, because if you don't let anybody know, nobody knows where you want to be. Electronic game sheets, just a super quick reminder. You can lock them in the room. They can also be unlocked post-game. You must be very careful with codes. I know Chris Martin, who takes care of our timekeepers, she had a huge hire of timers this year. We did have too many mistakes last year, and as much as we can say, the timekeeper punched it in wrong, I mean, I should know if I assessed a misconduct for chirping versus a match penalty for abuse of an official, for example. There were quite a few match penalties that were punched in that were supposed to be misconducts. Again, the kids are going to learn, or I should say the new timekeepers are going to learn. But, it is our job at the end of the day. When you sign off on an iPad, you're signing off that what that timekeeper did was correct.
Hey, Justin.
Go ahead, Mike.
For new timekeepers, learn who's new, so when you're going by the box, you're not flying by and just making signals or yelling numbers and stuff like that. Work with them. We're there to help them as well.
Absolutely. And if you are having any issues with codes and you're not sure the rule number, give me a shout. Give one of our officiating coaches a shout. We had 2, incidences last year. I know Mike was on the phone the one time with the guys in the room. I also was as well. And we were able to make sure we got everything done right at the source. If you are unsure, you don't know, please let me or one of the officiating coaches know right away. Because then we can actually make sure that the right code is put on the sheet and the right player is or is not suspended. Half ice hockey rules. Game administrator in U8, U9. So that's essentially what you are, even though we are so-called referees. You will learn this at your clinic, or if you did it last year, you will see it again. There's no icing or offsides. Penalties are a discussion with the player and coach, but showing a little bit of energy, enthusiasm, skating. One thing Mike actually had mentioned to me before, he was up in Georgina watching a U8, U9, his grandson's game, and the one referee was standing on the boards, basically having a nap, shooting the breeze with the coach, and didn't move. You never know who's in the stands. So Mike's there watching his grandson, but it definitely got back to myself and Adam, who are the coach and ref and chief up there, and vice versa. You never know who's going to be in town, and who's going to be watching your games. So full effort, and the only way to stay warm is skating. Real simple, everybody knows these. Just gonna run them over them real quick. Assignment and accepting games. You must accept your assignment on the site for me to know that you intend to skate it. If you are away, if you're unsure, hey, I gotta get back to you, just flip me a real quick text or email. Because after 5 days, I get that annoying email that says, unconfirmed assignment reminder, and at that point, I take you off. And if you're constantly on that list, it's real simple. We have a very large staff this year. I will replace you with officials that want to follow this and want to skate. Once again, if your partner's late, please call them 20 minutes before game time. And if you are running late, please let your partners know. Again, I know I'm probably the worst one in the association about being on time, but my partner always knows that I'm going to be there. So please, even if you're running late, I get people at work, kids, wives, husbands, whatever it is, please let your partner know if you're running late. For newer officials, one referee system is not permitted in full ice hockey. Obviously, in half ice, you're skating by yourself, but in full ice hockey, one referee system is not permitted. Telegram and Snapchat. I'm not sure how to make it more clear, but Do My Game is not for banter or commentary. Feedback from our officials who don't go on or they mute Do My Game, which will hinder you from getting more assignments because they're being posted, or hinder you from getting your game cover, is due to the banter. Really trying to clean that up this year. I know Mike's been helping me as well. I shouldn't maybe say names, but I'm getting some help as well at cleaning that up. And it is annoying because I do at work mute the general talk, which is great. That's where you chirp, shoot the breeze, give it to each other. But when I see Do My Game, I'm ready to switch a game and I see 7 comments back and forth shooting the breeze. Doesn't really, it's not great. Our newer and younger officials, you guys have a Snapchat group as well, because apparently that's the cool thing to do, not as cool as Telegram. That's great. I do see you guys are doing a great job actually this year, not just chirping each other, but at getting games covered. It's fantastic. Let's keep that going. And just because this presentation is recorded, Do My Game is not banter or comments. It's Do My Game. Years of experience. We have over 700 years of experience. Mr. Payne, I believe you're on 42 of those 700 years. So that's a good chunk right there. So learn from our senior officials, ask questions, be a sponge. Post-game debrief. What did I do well today? What could I have done better? And how could I have done it better? Shane, did you pay attention to last side? I'm not sure who Coletta's talking to, but okay, we'll just leave Coletta in his own little world. All right, so this is a just kind of year over year look at where we were in 2014 and where we've kind of come to the last couple of years. So you can see top end, we're getting a lot stronger. It's great that we're continuing to grow our staff. And this is actually, at least in my time frame, in my experience with Newmarket Minor Hockey, our largest staff we've ever had. Officials Golf Day last year, just a quick congrats again. Adam Carter, Coletta, Dupuis, and Polgar being champions. Eddie Russell winning longest drive. Sneddy winning closest to the pin. There's Dupuis first thing in the morning, driving the bus. And this year we do not have a bus, but it should be a good time. Looking forward to, I think there's 24 or 26 of us going out this Saturday to Golf Day.
I think somebody else got closest to the pin. I don't think I hit a green.
Oh, hey, you know what? Go back. It says Mike Sned, so we're going to go with that, okay?
All right, sounds good. Where's the prize?
Yeah, you can show your wife. Action items. Download the rule book. It's an app. So it's in your Play Store or whatever iPhone people use. It's going to be in that app store as well. You can also download the manual of operations. The
new one is not out as of yet.
Okay. So once it is, we will definitely let you know. I'll probably flip an email out for that. I also put it in Telegram under officials links. So you have quick, easy access to that if you're lazy as well. I know, again, through the summer, a lot of chirping back and forth. Just make sure you get back on Telegram. You're automatically deleted out of the groups if you're inactive for, I believe, 60 days. So I saw some guys have jumped back on Telegram. Make sure you do that. Get your gear, refstore.ca. There's the plug my wife asked me to do. So Newmarket Minor Hockey officials get 10% off and free shipping as well. So NMHA 10 for your gear, including that second neck guard. This season's what you make of it. We could say, I have a terrible U15 double B game tonight. The hockey's terrible and I should be doing better hockey. Or you know what? You can go out and have a lot of fun. I think every time we step on the ice, it's what you make of it. I'm with not with one of my buddies tonight. Well, you know what? Maybe it's a great opportunity for us more mature officials to mentor somebody a little bit newer. And there's no reason why maybe some of our second and third year officials can't mentor our first year officials that'll be joining us. So I think honestly, every game is what you make of it. I do the most I don't know what the word is. I do midget juvie basically every Monday. I love it. The players love me. I love the players, and you know what? It's what you make of it. And I have a lot of fun doing that. So questions and other opportunities. checking the spreadsheet. If you don't have access to it, flip me a text or email right now. Still got lots of spots available. A couple give backs, unfortunately, today. So even if you looked before and you thought, hey, maybe maybe we're full, there are new spots, unfortunately. The Aurora Rep Classic, another opportunity. Ryan Dupuis is going to be asking for officials January 5th to 8th, working out of Aurora. And then the Aurora Select Tournament, March 1st to 3rd, which is all ages as well. If you're interested in those, flip Dupuis a text or email. I'm actually running both those tournaments, and they're going to be quite large. We're not weekend hockey, but